Fire. Joy, passion, and the light within. Greetings, my friend. I am Madam Mei Lin. Welcome back to our journey through the 5 elements. In our last lesson, we explored wood, the energy of beginnings, growth, and possibility. Like a young tree reaching toward the sky, wood teaches us to grow with courage and patience. But every seed that grows eventually reaches for the sun. Without sunlight, without warmth, without light, the forest cannot flourish. This brings us to the second element, fire. For thousands of years, Chinese sages looked into the dancing flames of a simple fire and saw far more than heat. They saw the energy of life itself, the joy of celebration, the warmth of friendship, the courage to express one's true heart. Today, let us discover the wisdom of fire. An ancient story. Long ago, during the Han Dynasty, there lived an elderly lantern maker in a quiet village. Every year before the Lantern Festival, families came to him asking for beautiful lanterns. His work was admired throughout the province. One winter, a young apprentice asked, "Master, how do you create lanterns that seem alive?" The older man smiled and handed him an empty lantern. It is not the paper that brings beauty. It is not the bamboo. It is the flame. The apprentice lit a small candle. Suddenly, the lantern glowed. The painted flowers came alive. Golden light filled the room. The master whispered, "Never forget this. People are no different. A beautiful face may attract attention. A clever mind may earn respect. But only the fire inside the heart truly illuminates the world." My friend, that flame still burns inside every one of us. What is fire? Imagine standing on a hill just as the sun begins to rise. The darkness slowly disappears. Birds awaken. Flowers open. The world becomes warm once again. That is fire. Fire is the energy of light, warmth, passion, joy, love, connection, celebration. Whenever people gather around the dinner table, whenever children laugh, whenever two friends embrace after many years, fire is present. Fire reminds us that life is meant to be experienced, not merely survived. How nature teaches fire. Look at the sun. It gives warmth freely. It does not choose who deserves its light. It simply shines. Fire teaches generosity. It reminds us that kindness multiplies when shared. One candle can light 1,000 others, without losing its own flame. This is one of nature's greatest lessons. Giving love does not reduce love, it expands it. The personality of fire. If fire is your dominant element, people often notice your energy before you even speak. You naturally bring life into a room. You enjoy meeting people, sharing ideas, celebrating milestones, creating joyful memories. You are expressive, optimistic, warm-hearted. Others feel comfortable around you because your enthusiasm is genuine. Many performers, speakers, teachers, writers, artists, leaders, and healers carry strong fire energy. You inspire not only through words, but through your presence. The gifts of fire. Fire carries extraordinary gifts: joy, charisma, creativity, confidence, optimism, passion, compassion. It gives us the courage to speak from the heart, to celebrate life, to encourage others, to dream boldly. Fire reminds us that happiness is not a luxury. It is nourishment for the soul. People with balanced fire often become the emotional heart of a family, a workplace, or a community. Their presence brings hope. Their smile eases fear. Their laughter reminds us that life still contains beauty, even during difficult times. The shadow of fire. But every flame must be respected. A small fire warms a home. An uncontrolled fire consumes a forest. The same is true within us. When fire loses balance, passion may become impulsiveness. Confidence may become arrogance. Joy may become constant excitement that leaves no room for stillness. Some people chase pleasure without asking whether it brings lasting peace. Others burn themselves out trying to keep everyone else warm. Remember, even the brightest flame needs fresh air and quiet moments to continue burning. Without rest, even passion fades. Fire in relationships. Fire is the element of the heart. It longs for connection. People with strong fire energy love deeply. They enjoy conversation, affection, shared adventures, and celebrating life's beautiful moments. They often express love openly. Their laughter is contagious. Their kindness feels sincere. Yet fire must remember one important lesson. Love is not measured only by excitement. It is also found in quiet moments, in listening, in patience, in simply sitting beside someone without needing to fill every silence. A relationship is not sustained by fireworks alone. The steady warmth of glowing embers sustains it. Fire in career. Fire flourishes wherever people inspire people. You may excel as a teacher, motivational speaker, actor, musician, writer, entrepreneur, therapist, coach, diplomat, salesperson, event planner, or community leader. You naturally motivate others. People remember how you make them feel. This is your gift. Use it wisely. Success follows those who use their light to illuminate others rather than themselves alone. Fire and traditional Chinese medicine. In traditional Chinese medicine, fire governs the heart and the small intestine. The heart is known as the emperor of the body. Why? Because it governs not only circulation, but also joy, consciousness, mental clarity, and emotional balance. When fire energy is healthy, you feel connected, inspired, emotionally open, peaceful. When fire becomes excessive, you may experience anxiety, restlessness, difficulty sleeping, overexcitement, emotional exhaustion. The ancient physicians believed that protecting the heart was one of life's greatest responsibilities. A joyful heart strengthens the entire body. Fire and Feng Shui. In Feng Shui, fire represents fame, recognition, passion, and inspiration. It is associated with the South. Homes strengthened by fire often include warm lighting, candles, artwork, sunlight, natural reds, soft oranges, and spaces where family gathers together. Fire reminds us that homes should not simply protect us. They should also nourish our spirit. Which zodiac signs feel fire most strongly? Every zodiac sign experiences fire during different cycles of life. However, people born during fire years, such as a fire horse, fire snake, or fire dragon, often express this element with exceptional intensity. They are passionate, energetic, ambitious, charismatic, and courageous. Yet the ancient masters always reminded us, the brightest flame shines longest when it is balanced by wisdom. Fire in modern life. What does fire look like today? It is the teacher who inspires a struggling student, the nurse who comforts a frightened patient, the parent who celebrates every small victory of a child, the friend who answers the phone late at night simply because someone needs to talk. Fire is every act that reminds another human being. You are not alone. The world often celebrates intelligence, but history remembers those who warmed hearts. Knowledge informs. Love transforms. A guided reflection. Now, I invite you to become still. Take a slow breath. Feel the air entering your lungs and gently breathe out. Imagine it is evening. You are sitting beside a quiet fire beneath a sky filled with stars. The flames dance peacefully. They do not rush. They glow. As you watch the fire, ask yourself gently, what truly lights my heart? Not what impresses others, not what earns applause, but what fills you with quiet joy. Perhaps it is creating, teaching, helping, learning, listening, loving. Now ask yourself another question. Have I protected that inner flame? Or have I allowed it to grow dim? If your fire has grown weak, do not fear. A single spark can begin again. Madam Mei Lin's final wisdom. The ancient masters said, better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. My dear friend, never underestimate the light you carry. A smile, a kind word, a generous heart may become the warmth that changes another person's life forever. Protect your joy, share your kindness, and allow your inner light to guide others not by shining brighter than they do, but by helping them discover the light within themselves. Until we meet again, may your heart remain warm, may your spirit remain joyful, and may your path always be illuminated by wisdom. Remember, my friend, destiny is not a fixed road. It is a path we walk with awareness.